worst thing that you can do to your body immediately after finishing a race, what do you think it is? I mean, it's not that celebratory pint or drink that you have. Go ahead and have that. The worst possible thing you could do is stop dead in your tracks. And I'll explain more now. Hello, my name's Colette and I am the Run Recovery Coach. I'm here today to talk to you about a few tips around immediately after you finish your race, okay? So the worst possible thing that you can do is stop right after you've crossed the finish line. Your body has been through an absolute trauma. I remember the first time I finished a marathon and the feeling that I have, you're going and you're pushing yourself so hard and different even from a training run. You know, at the end of a race, you're really pushing yourself. You're getting cheered on by loads of people all around you. You've got those last 200 meters left. Some of you like to sprint. I know I do. And you're going down, you're pushing, your CV's at its max and your heart rate's going really fast. The worst thing that you can do is absolutely collapse, okay? And the reason for that is because your heart rate needs to come down naturally and your body can really easily seize up, So like when I finished my first marathon, I wanted to stop. I wanted to collapse, but my body somehow knew differently. I'm not saying I'm like special or an oracle or anything. I don't know any better than anybody else. But for some reason in that first race, when I tried to stop, it actually hurt more. It physically hurt. It was so intense that I just said, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to keep on walking then. So I kept taking steps and I think I walked around probably for a good half an hour before my body allowed me to kind of be like, all right, I can stop now and I can stretch out and do some bits and pieces. Now, this is me back when I was in my 20s. This was a long time ago. I won't give it away how long, but that was my first inclination. I mean, how many of you have actually felt that? Like, does that make sense to you if you've run before or you've been a seasoned runner? I just think that this is something that our body's screaming out to us in order to stop. So I'm going to tell you now what you can do immediately after you cross the finish line. So first, don't stop. Don't collapse on the floor. The first thing is to walk for a minimum, or at least, like 10 minutes, just to keep the body moving. And what you're doing in that time, I mean, I know it's going to hurt. So just, slowly at your own pace. The best thing that you can do is like match up with a friend or just keep walking to find a family member straight away. You collect your medal and if you have a banana or an electrolyte drink or something like that, but meet up with someone who can keep walking with you, and try your best not to stop for at least 10 minutes. Because what's going to be happening is your muscles will be trying to seize up and you'll actually be in more pain if you do stop. What this also does is it gradually lowers your core body temperature, and stops the blood from pooling in your legs, which can actually cause you to be dizzy or faint, which we don't want that because we don't want any extra medics at a race either. And it gradually lowers your heart rate, allowing your body to come back to a natural resting level. The core body temperature comes down a little bit as well, and it just kind of eases you into the start of the recovery process. The second thing you can do while you're walking is drink that first bit of water and an electrolyte heavy drink. You want to be replenishing your salts immediately after a race because your body's gone through trauma and it's trying to get your body back into equilibrium as fast as possible. And when we're running, we lose a lot of salts in our body because our body, is mostly made up of water and we, believe it or not, do require a lot of salt. So, the other thing to do is to go ahead and eat some rapid digest carbs really quickly. Go ahead and have that water if it makes you feel sickly, to eat something straight away and just to have those electrolytes. Sometimes that's an easier way to ease in. But good examples of rapid digest carbs are like, that's why you get bananas at a race. Bananas are a great way to do that. And a lot of races these days pass out bananas as well. The second thing to do Oh, sorry. The other way you can do that is by eating like breads or potatoes or rice, anything that's really heavy and starchy type things. And I think the reason why bananas have become the race day finish type thing is because it's easy. You have it to hand. It's like kind of hard to have a bowl of rice with you or whatever, but that's okay. If you like that, then do it. And then the third thing that's really important is to go ahead and make sure that after you've walked for about 10 minutes or so is you want to get straight into some more comfortable shoes, because again, your feet will probably be in a lot of pain. So if you'd like to pack in your overnight bag, you can pack a pair of sandals are really good, or flip-flops, something that's comfortable that can let your feet rest and relax into place. And then also, if you have any compression gear, especially calf compression or thigh compression type tools, those are really great to pack in your bag for immediately after you finish the race. And then when you put those on 10 minutes after you've stopped walking, it'll start healing you right away, right after the race. And so those are some of the 3 tips. So the 3 tips really were: don't stop right after you cross the finish line. Keep walking for about 10 minutes. The second thing is to drink and replenish those electrolytes and salts immediately as soon as you can. And the fourth thing. So the third thing is to eat that banana or something that's nice and starchy, that's a rapid digest. And then the fourth thing is to get in compression gear and comfortable shoes or sandals right after your race. So if you're preparing for a race, these are just things to keep in mind, because I know we take so much time to prepare for the race, to train for it, to pack for it, to travel, and all these things. And so many people neglect to think about actually accomplishing that race and crossing the finish line. And then what? You know, and that's a whole other ball game. And that's what I'm here to raise awareness about, is I want people to start thinking about post-race, the post-race blues, the recovery, all those things. So please do feel free to pass this information along. I'm going to be here for the next, I don't know, like 15, 20 days, giving away free tips and information. I really want this to become a movement where people are focusing on their recovery. So make sure to share with your friends and send along. I'm going to be coming back every weekday this week. And I'm glad to see some people have joined as well. And then tomorrow, come back tomorrow on Friday, because I'm going to cover this tip, which is don't do this right before your race, okay? We want to make sure there's a few things you don't want to do right before your race. So come back tomorrow and join me for that. And until then, keep running strong, keep practicing, just do your best and keep on your training plans and be strong runners. Thanks. Bye.